I'm Janae Murray, and here on a positive note, we highlight the most heartwarming stories from all around our tri-state that move and inspire us. And today we begin with a story true to the times: how Zoom calls and telemedicine connected a Westchester College student and a renowned New York City brain surgeon.
Remix. 1 month after brain surgery, Yorktown College student Caitlin Bloss is dancing again, this time with some new pep in her step. And for that, she credits her family, her medical team, and most of all, brain surgeon Dr. Joshua Bettison.
How are you?
I'm good.
Of Mount Sinai in the city, whom she mostly only knows from their virtual meetings.
He was amazing throughout all of this. I knew from the moment that I met him behind a screen and then face to face that I was in the best hands.
Caitlin's medical journey began back in March when she was first diagnosed with a brain tumor. Surgery was held off until June, and every decision relating to her treatment was complicated by the global pandemic. That meant no in-person doctor's visits. In fact, Dr. Bettison mapped out her entire complicated surgery without them ever having actually met.
Zoom can work well to get to know someone even though they're not right in front of you. It is face-to-face.
Telemedicine is not new. In fact, Dr. Bettison has used it for out-of-state patients, but never on a local one until Kate.
She was in a stretcher ready to be rolled back into the OR when I saw her for the first time. It has to be no more than 5 minutes before she was wheeled into surgery.
3 months after her diagnosis and 4 weeks after her surgery, Caitlin has never been better.
I learned to just take a step back and be really grateful for everything in my life and for my health.
And the bond she forged with Dr. Bettison over their screens during the pandemic, well, that's never been stronger.
Nice to see you, Dr. Bettison. Thanks.
Incredible. We move on to Long Island now, where a badly wounded Army hero was given not only a new lease on life, but a brand new set of wheels. Take a look.
3 days away from Independence Day, and Army Corporal Christopher Levy is gaining independence he never thought he'd have.
All right, we'll go up to 4.
12 years ago, Corporal Levy lost both of his legs when a bomb blasted through the Humvee he was riding on while on patrol in Iraq. Today, he was given the keys to a brand new all-terrain vehicle to go places he couldn't before. And boy, is he enjoying it.
It is absolutely amazing already. I am very excited to learn the extent of this vehicle. Being able to go places where before it would be like that, I'd be way too exhausted afterwards, we wouldn't be able to get dinner. But being able to take this out and not only enjoy the event, but also everybody wants to talk to you when you're rolling around in something like this.
The ATV was given by the Robert Irvine Foundation and Fit Crunch. The money was raised here on Long Island through an event to support veterans.
It was a social media campaign where people had to get their groups involved, their gyms involved, local people involved, and just do crunches.
We can go hiking in the woods. We can go to the beach and just walk on the beach. And I know that sounds silly, but this gives him the ability to walk where others can't.
A couple of days away from America's holiday, a smile and new life given to a Long Island veteran. What could be better than that? And Chris is already leading the pack.
You know what that sound means. It's time for a feel-good fact. There's a Wesleyan grad from Connecticut giving back to his community every chance he gets. Jalen Berry founded the Jalen D. Berry Scholarship Fund in 2016 to give equal opportunity and financial assistance to anticipating college students across the state. In 2017, that scholarship expanded to the Jalen D. Berry Foundation, and today, the 24-year-old also offers a mobility grant for local entrepreneurs striving to make social change, with the requirements that either the business leader must live in or have resided in Connecticut or doing work that positively affects Connecticut.
What could like $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 or $500 basically do for a budding business or a budding change maker who cares about getting people from point A to point B? Everything we do at the foundation is about mobility. How can we help people advance in their lives?
Applications for the Jalen D. Berry Mobility Grant are accepted on a rolling basis. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was your feel-good fact. During this time, the Make-A-Wish Foundation is working hard to continue granting wishes for children living with cancer all around the world. But without the help of in-person fundraisers, it's even harder. One chapter in our tri-state decided to kick things up a notch with a virtual moneymaker, and you can get involved for free. If you can dance, sing, draw, or even make an omelet, Make-A-Wish Hudson Valley is looking for you. The team just launched a digital talent show to showcase anything you can do, and the steps to participate are so simple. Step 1, head to hudson.wish.org to complete the video submission form. Step 2, set up your phone or camera horizontally and hit record. Step 3, complete your talent in 60 seconds and make sure you can be seen. Step 4, submit. The Make-A-Wish Hudson Valley team will approve your video and send you a link to ask your friends and family to vote for you online. Every $5 donation counts for 1 vote, and the top 3 talents with the most votes win prizes. First place includes 4 Disney World Park Hopper tickets, a quarantine package full of Make-A-Wish swag, and more.
I mean, there's so many people that have talent and want to support us during this time, but may not have the means to be able to do that. This is a very easy thing that costs nothing other than your time to record a short video.
Although the talent show is held by Make-A-Wish Hudson Valley, anyone from anywhere can participate, even in groups. And make no mistake, everyone who participates is a winner because the donations collected throughout the entire competition will be used to make sure kids post-corona can continue to have their wishes granted. And as we continue to navigate the coronavirus, we're still honoring our heroes on the front line, working to keep us all safe. In fact, a Stanford organization is making sure Connecticut workers know just how much they're appreciated.
Our mission is building hope and opportunity through development and management of affordable housing.
New Neighborhoods is currently providing housing for more than 750 tenants in Fairfield County.
We have some buildings that are senior housing only. We have some that are family housing. We have some that target veterans.
President and CEO William Healy says supporting them in a hard time has meant getting creative.
The food bank was running low in a lot of different areas and a lot of items that we were looking for. And so we ordered an entire truckload from Texas and had it shipped up.
But he says his staff aren't the only ones working hard to keep their clients safe.
You know, Jerome mentioned that, hey, we should reach out and do something for the first responders because they're doing so much for us.
With all of the challenges that they're dealing with, we wanted to make sure we really gave back.
Director of Property Management Jerome Floyd wanted to thank first responders and hospital workers with that rarest of things, a free lunch.
They had a good meal, we had a good time.
Over 300 meals altogether, provided at a discount by local restaurants and delivered to Stanford police, firefighters, EMTs, and hospital workers.
Actually, I got a plaque on the wall in here from the hospital who just sent a thank you with their staff.
Healy says he just hopes it brought some comfort to those who are risking themselves every day.
They have to deal with that all day long. They can't take these off and they have the heavier ones on, so it's hard to breathe with the light ones.
They come to our buildings, they work hard, we see it in our communities day to day, and the stress levels that they go through, it's enormous.
A group in New York showing up and showing out to shatter negative stereotypes in the Black community. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Dad Gang.
Counterbalance.
Celebrating Black fatherhood.
Counterbalance.
This Farmingville father says that is the mission behind his group called the Dad Gang. Sean Williams says he started the social media group in 2016 after a woman in a grocery store asked him if he was holding his daughter.
I said, yes, this is my daughter. She went on to say, well, oh man, it's so good to see that you stuck around. And I said, stuck around? Like, lady, what do you mean stuck around?
Williams says that is when he realized stereotyped images of Black fathers needed to be shattered.
Dads, we're not deadbeat dads.
It started as a small group of Williams' friends who were also fathers, but quickly grew with other dads from across the country who shared their images of positive parenting.
The image of active young dads, it wasn't a normal image, so that became my mission to normalize that image by way of, creating the Dad Gang as a platform to not just celebrate Black fatherhood, but circulate these images of myself, of my friends, of others, of us doing what we do as dads. It wasn't just about changing the stereotype, it was more about learning from each other and just having a brotherhood of fatherhood.
The Dad Gang holds seminars, workshops, and social events for Black fathers and their children. Recently, the group marched in Washington on Father's Day.
We don't have to look for Black fathers to be Black fathers or to be active dads. They're here and ready to roll.
I love Daddy so much.